Sunday night at Rideau Carleton, it was perfect conditions for some fast miles and a great night for driver Robert Shepard.
And Gabby Sealster sits last, 1:26 and 2 3/4. They're setting up for the stretch drive Whiskey Friday for Marie-Claude Auger, the new leader. Farmer Don't Dilly Dally on the inside appears to have been put away. Whiskey Friday in his debut for Marie-Claude Auger gets his first victory. Finishing second, that was Farmer Don't Dilly Dally. Monsieur Panic up for show ahead of Tia and Gabby Sealster, 1:56 flat. Whiskey Friday. He's a 3-year-old brown gelding by Better Than Cheddar out of Katie Snoops, owned and trained by Steve Germain of Ottawa, bred by Joseph Houdon and Karen Houdon of Port Dover, Ontario, driven to victory by Marie-Claude Auger. That's a maiden win and a lifetime mark now of 1:56 flat for Whiskey Friday. Congratulations. Results are now official for race 1. Is out there on a limb and advancing second over now into fourth. They went by 3/4 in 1:24 flat, and another battle on the front end. It's Gator Hanover trying to overtake Gascoigne Sunday as the stretch battle looms ahead. Tough Cooper winding up as well, the strong closer trying to take down this top pair. Leading the way, Gator Hanover. Tough Cooper coming to him. Tough Cooper is going to soar past for the victory for Robert Shepard. That's Gator Hanover second, then Gascoigne Sunday. Well worth the wait fourth, 1:52 and 4. Trained by Steve Bellil, Robert Shepard, the winning driver. That's win number 2 this season for Tough Cooper. Again, he equaled his lifetime mark in race 2. Congratulations. Flat to 3/4. The pace is picking up for the stretch drive, and that's still Dillon's Bank trying to get there one more time before the claim kicks in. Coming after him, Sea Laird first over up to the sulky wheel. Beach Roller is closing for show, but that's as far as he'll get. It's another win for Dillon's Bank. Finishing second, Sea Laird. That was Beach Roller. Third, it looked like no time at all. Fourth, 1:51 and 4. By John McMillan of Odessa, Ontario, bred by Valspar Stables of West Hill, Ontario, trained and driven to victory once again by Guy Gagnon, 1:51 and 4, his fastest victory this season. Win number 7. Dillon's Bank was claimed and will be moving to yet another home after race 3. Congratulations. And on the lead, under urging, I Bet You a Kiss, trying to get her first seasonal victory. Gouda Man dropping back inside. A big wide move from Kiki D. Hanover. The wire looms ahead. I Bet You a Kiss gets the win for Robert Shepard over Kiki D. Hanover and Muck Tuck Annie, 1:55 and 2. Unofficial race 4 winner, number 2, I Bet You a Kiss, a 3-year-old Bay filly by All Bets Off out of Russian Kisses, owned by driver Robert Shepard of Mirabel, Quebec. Also, the breeder of I Bet You a Kiss, Isabelle Darvaux of Mirabel, also sharing breeder credits on this nice filly, trained by Christine Beaulieu. That's the first win this season in her 3rd start of the year, and a new lifetime mark, 1:55 and 2. I Bet You a Kiss. Congratulations. It's Carson Star Choice on the lead. Dr. Mickey up the inside path. Carson Star Choice fighting back. He leads by a neck. Coming to him late. Dr. Mickey can't get there. Carson Star Choice gets the win for Guy Gagnon over Dr. Mickey and Mock Art in Motion. 1:53 and 2. Victory of the night. He's in the winner's circle with unofficial race 5 winner number 1, Carson Star Choice, a 6-year-old Bay gelding by Better Than Cheddar out of Carson's Lady Luck, owned by Écurie Guy Gagnon Incorporated and Seth McLeod of Gatineau, Quebec, bred by W. David Carson of Listowel, Ontario. 153 and 2. A seasonal best in the second win this year by Carson's Star Choice. Gearing up third over, Loved by Rockenberg trails 122 and 4 3/4. And can they catch the pace setting Beef and Cheddar as they come down the lane? Shotgun Jerry's going to give it his best shot, and look along the pylons. Here comes Woodmere Gaelic turning it on late, fighting on. Beef and Cheddar needs the wire, and it looks like Woodmere Gaelic may have picked him off. Shotgun Jerry third, 152 flat. Owned and trained by Wayne Catherwood of Brinston, Ontario. Bred by Matthew Chappell of Chatham, Ontario. Driven to victory by Robert Shepard. That's win number 6 of the season. His fastest of the season, and in fact a new lifetime mark of 152 flat for Beef and Cheddar in race 6. Congratulations. For Guy Gagnon, 125 and 1 3/4. Can he see this through on the front end? Midnight Mood trying to find out for Robert Shepard. He's still leading. Perfect Dalliance trying to make a late bid. She's out, as is Hella's Rocket, charging 3 wide. Up the inside, Uber Hanover turning it on late. And it's going to be Midnight Mood by about 3 over Hella's Rocket. Close for show between Perfect Dalliance and a late charging Big Pete Style, 154 and 2. Johnson with Sonia Johnson, both of Edwards, Ontario. Midnight Mood was bred by William C. DeLong and William P. DeLong. Robert Shepard gets his 4th driving win of the night, 154 and 2. As mentioned, the first winning mile this year for Midnight Mood. Pacing into the sunset with his ears up as we wait for race 7 results to go official. Knock on the door, the stretch looms ahead. Lakers Bank still in play and making a move up the inside. It looks like Mythic Gambler steals the crown from the Lightspeed tonight. Mythic Gambler ahead of Lakers Bank. The Lightspeed early action 4th, 151 flat. Bred by White Birch Farm, Allentown, New Jersey. Trained by Catherine Gerard. And as mentioned, driven to a 5th victory by Robert Shepard. That's a 5th victory tonight for Robert Shepard. Race 8 results are now official. That's win number 4 in start number 6 this year for Mythic Gambler. He's just getting going, and that's a new seasonal best, 151 flat. Congratulations. 5 lengths. He went by 3/4 all alone. 123 flat. Day Delight. It could be lights out here if he's able to maintain this advantage down the stretch. They're eating into that lead. Coming after him late. The 3-year-old Arson Sealster on the inside from mid-pack. Duck Dynasty going to outgame him for place. No mistaking. Day Delight victorious for Marie-Claude Auger. 151 and 2 over Duck Dynasty and Arson Sealster. Now coming back to the Rideau Carleton Winner's Circle. After his 2nd seasonal victory and a new seasonal mark of 151 and 2, it's unofficial race 9 winner. A winning 4 to 5 favorite, Day Delight, an 8-year-old brown gelding by Better's Delight out of Kim's Royal Day. Owned by Triple S Equine, Newton, Ontario. Bred by Winback Farm, Chesapeake City, Maryland. Trained by Vic Putty. Driven to victory by Marie-Claude Auger. That's her 2nd driving win of the night. Day Delight, a powerful winner in race 9. Congratulations. Quite a stretch drive here as the favorite Pizzazz Hanover is being surrounded by late pressure. Wicked move up the inside. It's Rose Run Astro down the center of the track, widest of all. DA Let's Boogie, but they can't catch her. Pizzazz Hanover, the race winner, 153 flat. Hanover and driver Pascal Berube. They defeated 3 Wicked Move second, 5 Rose Run Astro third, 8 DA Let's Boogie also third in the dead heat, and 7 DJ Cowboy Rounding out the high five, Pizzazz Hanover lowering her lifetime mark for the second week in a row, 153-3 for the 3-year-old daughter of Captain Treacherous and Princess Fabulosa, owned by trainer Jeremy Marcotte of Notre Dame de la Paix, Quebec, bred by Hanover Shoe Farms of Hanover, Pennsylvania. Another win for Pascal Berube. Again,
Robert Shepard prevailed with 5 driving wins on Sunday night, winning the Race 8 Preferred Handicap Pace with Mythic Gambler in a seasonal best 151 flat. Join us again on Wednesday at 6 p.m. for more live racing from the nation's capital. And in this week's handicapping contest, Saturday night in the Simulcast Lounge, the jackpot has reached $1,800.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rideau Carleton this Wednesday evening. We're about 18 minutes away from post time for the first of 9 live races coming up on race night number 24 of the 2025 meet. The track condition is fast, weather conditions clear, a temperature of 28 degrees Celsius, 82 Fahrenheit. Winds are from the southeast, 16 kilometers an hour or 10 miles per hour. Humidity is at 36%. It's another beautiful evening for some live racing. Some people already taking advantage of the picnic tables to get some great views of the live racing tonight. We're looking at changes now, and there are no changes in races 1 through 3. There's a driver change in race 4. That's our preferred handicap trot feature. Change the driver of number 1, Mask of Zorro, from Benoit Hebert to William Waugh. No changes in races 5 through 8. And there is one scratch in race 9. Scratch the 7, Newscaster, a judge's scratch, Weather. No also eligible in race 9. We're taking a look at track handicapper selections now for race 1. Glenn Pearson and myself see it slightly differently, as we often do, but that's good. We take different approaches, and we encourage all handicappers and bettors to do the same. Trust your instincts and improve your skills every time. Glenn's top choice here is the current 9-5 favorite from post 2. That's Misher Panic, making a quick turnaround. He was gapping fourth on the first turn Sunday, stepped out second over from last on the backstretch, and closed for show well behind the top pair. He was home in the field's second fastest last quarter, 29-2, as a beaten 4-5 favorite worth playing back. In fact, he's dropping. Number 2, Misher Panic, is 3-5. My top choice is the 5, 3-1 right now, on a disqualified winning 1-9 favorite at Hippodrome 3R, making her first appearance here at Rideau Carleton. The 5, Madame Panic, debuting for driver Pascal Berube. She set the pocket early June 15th at Hippodrome 3R, circled the leader, Jimmy DJO, at the quarter, and held off a first over Wicked Monkey easily down the stretch. Madame Panic, though, was set back to 6th for going inside the pylons. She was also interfered with early that race, and she's up in class here, but she is a winner. She knows how to win and has a couple of them on her card so far this year. 3 if you count the disqualification. Glenn is looking to the 6. Farmer Don't Dilly Dally in the place spot. I'm using that one third in my ticket behind Misher Panic. Farmer Don't Dilly Dally benefited from 2 scratches of horses to his inside. On Sunday, he crossed over to take early lead from the outside post and cut fractions. He got collared by the maiden-breaking Whiskey Friday in the stretch and makes a quick turnaround for Guy Gagnon and John McMillan. That's the 6. Farmer Don't Dilly Dally, 8-1 right now. Glenn completes his superfecta with my top choice, number 5, Madame Panic, up in class here. And I'm going to Built to Thrill, Glenn's third choice, in the 4th place in my superfecta ticket. Number 3, Built to Thrill, currently at odds of 12-1, is a maiden and was a judge's scratch due to weather on Sunday. This one pocketed up loosely behind Better's Zone for a show finish on June 15th, and that was her most recent start. Built to Thrill, a 4-year-old mare, facing a field of 3-year-olds here, with the exception of the 7, Irish Mary, a newcomer coming in for her first parimutuel start this season at Rideau Carleton. She's coming from Hippodrome 3R. This is a 5-year-old mare for Carl Duguay, her trainer driver. 7-2 right now on the 7, Irish Mary. Race 1 has exactor, triactor, superfecta, and early daily double wagering available. We're 12 minutes away from post time for race 1. No changes in races 1 or 2. Take note, there is going to be a bit of a change to dining options on race nights here at Rideau Carleton. If you're on track tonight or within range of Rideau Carleton and you like Mr. Lucky's, tonight is the last night for race night dining at Mr. Lucky's due to casino renovations. So, as mentioned, if you're at the track and want one more taste of Mr. Lucky's before it closes down to allow for casino renovations, you might want to head over tonight. Also, stay tuned. We will have updates later on about Mr. Lucky's. Cafe Italiano has now closed permanently. On race nights, there will be dining options. Trackside, the snack bar will be open. Lots of choices there. And also, starting this Sunday, we're going to be adding barbecue trackside, which should be quite good. I can sometimes smell the scent of barbecue coming up when I have it happening downstairs on race nights already. So that is going to be available outside to a wider audience starting this Sunday night. Some tasty barbecue at Rideau Carleton. If you're in the Ottawa area or even passing through on the weekend, Saturday night, June 28th, the jackpot in the free-to-play on-track-only handicapping contest in the Simulcast Lounge. That jackpot has reached $1,800. So it's free-to-play. Tammy Forgey's on-track-only handicapping contest takes place every Saturday night right here in our Simo area. Jackpot worth playing for, $1,800. You must be on track to enter, and you must be on track to collect if you win. We're 9 minutes away from post time for race 1. The favorite now is number 7, Irish Mary, 3-5 from post 7 for trainer driver Carl Duguay. She's making her 3rd start of the year, getting some class relief after being involved in Quebec bred series at Hippodrome 3R in her last couple of starts. She had overland trips there, finished 3rd with broken equipment after interference on June 22nd. That was with Carl Duguay in the bike at odds of 18-1. So getting a lot of respect here, stepping out of that series where Irish Mary was up against the likes of Kiss Me Bad, Rhonda Dulac, Mock and Cheddar, and Godrow Bets Off. We'll see how she fares here a lightly raced 5-year-old mare in against mostly 3-year-olds here in race 1. Regular Rideau players might want to take note if they like the pick 5. Because we have 9 races tonight, the pick 5 will be offered in race 5. Four minutes away from post time for upcoming race 1, the first of 9 races tonight at Rideau Carleton. Thanks for joining us, whether you're on track or at the OTB or playing online. As mentioned, no changes in any of the first 3 races. Race 1 coming up for pacers of the less experienced kind. And favoritism shifting a few times already and has now landed on my top choice. Number 5, Madame Panic, at even money is the favorite. She was a winner, a 1-9 winning favorite in her latest at Hippodrome 3R, but was set back to 6th for going inside pylons. She was interfered with as well. And she's making her debut here for trainer Danielle Martin and driver Pascal Berube. Madame Panic, a 3-year-old daughter of Sunshine Beach, already had a couple of wins leading up to that DQ. She seems to be a front-end loving filly. We'll see how she fares in her Rideau debut. She was unraced last year. She just qualified at Hippodrome 3R this season. Already 2 wins, 3 if you include the disqualification, from 5 starts for Madame Panic. 6-5 right now from Post 5. Glenn's top choice, number 2, Monsieur Panic, for Danielle Martin and Robert Shepard, the 3-year-old gelding by Control the Moment. Monsieur Panic is 6-1. He had a maiden victory on June 11th at this track from off the pace for the returning Robert Shepard. 9-1 on number 6, Farmer Don't Dilly Dally. Somewhat surprising for a 3-year-old Dally gelding, driven by Guy Gagnon for trainer John McMillan. This one has 2 wins and 2 place finishes from 7 starts this year, and took a personal best of 1:55.4 just a few starts back. June 11th, actually June 8th it was, that Farmer Don't Dilly Dally got that lifetime mark here with a front end winning trip for Guy Gagnon. Whiskey Friday was able to take him down late for a maiden victory on June 22nd. Whiskey Friday not a part of this field, and Farmer Don't Dilly Dally was able to hold on for place in that mile on June 22nd. So 8-1 seems a little high. I would be putting this horse into my exactors and tries, definitely. The Race 1 Pacers are coming from the paddock towards the track for the post parade. I've heard that it's pretty busy at Mr. Lucky's tonight. It's their last evening of trackside dining before they close due to casino renovations. If you enjoy the food at Mr. Lucky's and those great views, you might want to head up tonight and spend time in line. Get some of that excellent food and views and memories. Here comes the post parade for race 1. These pacers are non-winners of $6,000 lifetime, non-winners of a race in 2024, 2025 allowed $4,000. Non-winners of $4,000 lifetime draw inside. The purse is $5,600. Leading the post parade, number 1 is Lady Liz, owned and trained by Shay Kelly of Russell, Ontario. Clark Stacey drives. 2 is Monsieur Panic, owned and trained by Danielle Martin of Saint-Bernard-Nord, Quebec. Dominique Michel, also of Saint-Bernard-Nord, shares ownership. Robert Shepard drives. 3 is Built to Thrill, owned by Gilles Plourde, along with trainer Karen Kroger, both of Chelsea, Quebec. Stéphane Pouliot drives. 4 is DG's Bella Ciao, owned by Danielle Surprenant of Saint-Valentin, Quebec. Trained and driven by Danielle Delude. The current 3 to 5 favorite is number 5, Madame Panic, owned by the estate of Brian Paquette of Quebec. Trained by Danielle Martin. Pascal Berube drives. Stepping on track now, number 6, Farmer Don't Dilly Dally, owned by Mark and Vicki Nelson of Baltimore, Ontario. Trained by John McMillan. Guy Gagnon drives. And completing the field from post 7, Irish Mary, owned by Pascal Landry of Maria, Quebec. Trained and driven by Carl Duguay. That's your field of 7 pacers for upcoming Race 1. Exactor, Triactor, Superfecta, and Early Daily Double wagering. No changes in either of the legs of the Early Double. Races 1 and 2, no changes. We're zooming in to get a closer look at number 5, Madame Panic, the 3-year-old Sunshine Beach filly, the 3 to 5 current favorite, who was a beaten favorite due to disqualification on June 15th at Hippodrome 3R. She went inside the pylons early after interference. She was set back to 6th and the time disallowed. That was an unfortunate happening for a filly on a win streak for her former connections. Pascal Berube in the bike for the first time for Madame Panic. We're getting a look at the track handicapper selections again. Glenn Pearson is staying with the 2, Monsieur Panic. This one was a beaten favorite in his most recent start here. I had him on top of the ticket. Whiskey Friday ended up winning that race. Monsieur Panic, making a quick turnaround here, was a beaten 4 to 5 favorite. He was gapping fourth on the first turn Sunday, stepped out second over from last on the backstretch and closed well for show, but he was well back of the top pair that race. So Monsieur Panic doesn't have to face Whiskey Friday here. However, one of the 2 that beat him is Farmer Don't Dilly Dally, the 6. That's Glenn's second choice and a horse I have third on screen, although I would actually be looking at a 3-horse exactor box here, or possibly 5 over the 2-6 exactor. I'd be hesitant to leave out Farmer Don't Dilly Dally. 9 to 2 right now. Still time to wager on race 1. Exactor, triactor, early daily double, and superfecta wagering. There's continued support for number 5, Madame Panic. 4-5 favorite right now. Number 6, Farmer Don't Dilly Dally, came on track like he meant business. That's the 6, and he means business now. He's first behind the gate. The starter has called the field for race 1. They're lining up. Number 1 is Lady Liz for Clark Stacey. 2, Misher Panic. Robert Shepard. 3, Built to Thrill, Stéphane Pouliot. 4, DG's Bella Chow, Danielle Dulude. 5, Madame Panic, Pascal Berube. 6, Farmer Don't Dilly Dally for Guy Gagnon. And on the outside, 7, Irish Mary for Carl Duguay. They're on the turn. Starting gate is now on the backstretch. Approaching the start for race 1. They're off and pacing. Irish Mary drops back to last, and Farmer Don't Dilly Dally making an early move, but pressing early. That is Madame Panic going to the front for Pascal Berube, and caught first over second. Farmer Don't Dilly Dally not giving way yet, is a good 5 lengths back to third. Built to Thrill is there at the moment, just ahead of DG's Bella Chow on the turn, and they head past the opening quarter in 27-4. Up front, that's Madame Panic. She's now expanded her lead to 3 lengths over next closest, Farmer Don't Dilly Dally. Close up in third behind that one. Built to Thrill, a gap of 5 back to Misher Panic. Then it's DG's Bella Chow, a further gap of 3 lengths back to Lady Liz, and at the back of the field, Irish Mary. A couple of groups now as they circle towards the half. Up front, still leading by 3, Pascal Berube and Madame Panic getting the job done on the front end. 58 flat to the halfway point. Next closest, that is Farmer Don't Dilly Dally. Here's a first over move from Built to Thrill, getting asked by Stéphane Pouliot, and moving up into second on the outside. Farmer Don't Dilly Dally getting the shuffle to third. Second over from fourth, Misher Panic is underway. It's a widening gap, about 8 lengths back to Lady Liz, who's advancing on the outside, followed by Irish Mary, and at the back of the field at 3/4, DG's Bella Chow. 127 flat to 3/4, and up front, still trying to see this through on the front end. Madame Panic is not panicking yet, but Built to Thrill is closing in up the inside, and a late bid from Misher Panic on the outside. Madame ou Misher at the wire. It's going to be Madame Panic getting the win. Close over Built to Thrill or Misher Panic, both of them closing aggressively for place behind the filly. 1:55-4. Madame Panic teaming up for the first time with the drummer Pascal Berube, was a confident winner on the front end. Just a couple of taps to remind her of her job, and Madame Panic paces to a new lifetime mark. It looks like the stablemate, Misher Panic, up for place. The unofficial results are now posted. The top 4 finishers in race 1. The 3-5 favorite, number 5, Madame Panic, a winner for Berube. Over 2, Misher Panic, second. 3, Built to Thrill, a good third. 7, Irish Mary, last to fourth to complete the superfecta. 5, 2, 3, 7. The unofficial top 4 order of finish for race 1. Please hold all tickets. Now returning to the Rideau Carleton winner's circle. Unofficial race 1 winner number 5, Madame Panic, a 3-year-old bay filly by Sunshine Beach out of Drift Panic, owned by the estate of Brian Paquette of Quebec, also her breeder. She is trained by Danielle Martin, and a winning debut for the drummer Pascal Berube. High five. That's a new lifetime mark, 155-4, and the 3rd win for Madame Panic. Results are now official. Prices are posted for race 1. Number 5, Madame Panic, returns $3.20 to win. The $2 exactor 5-2 combination pays $7.70. The $1 triactor 5-2-3 pays $14.70. The $1 superfecta 5-2-3-7 pays $40.35. The race 1 rundown is now displayed. Number 1, Lady Liz finished 6th. 2, Misher Panic was 2nd. 3, Built to Thrill, a close 3rd. 4, DG's Bella Chow finished 5th. 5, Madame Panic, a 3-5 winning favorite for Pascal Berube. 6, Farmer Don't Dilly Dally ended up 7th. And 7, Irish Mary closed for 4th. From the top down, your program should read 6-2-3-5-1-7-4. The fractions were 27 and 4 to the opening quarter, 58 flat at the half, 127 flat at 3/4, 155 and 4, a new mark for Madame Panic in her 3rd win this season. Race 2 is coming up next with exactor, triactor, superfecta, and early pick 4 wagering. Second leg of the early daily double. For a pick 4 ticket, I've got one mapped out here, a 20-cent base wager ticket on the inexpensive side. In race 2, the first leg, going with number 3, Stonebridge Hermes. Ryan Guy back in the bike on this one. Stonebridge Hermes had his most recent win for Ryan Guy. That was at Rideau Carleton, and it was just 4 starts ago. So we'll see about this front-end loving horse. I also have the current favorite, 7-5 favorite, number 4, Giggity, Giggity, Giggity. Guy Gagnon getting that catch drive. And the 2, Arizona Jackson for Clark Stacy. Lots of class to this horse. He's got class relief here. In race 3, going with the 6, Tricks and Stones on top of the ticket, but also using 1, Cadillac. He's up in class here. He needs to be included. And the 4, Stomper Tom, a good second to Rose Run Why Not on June 18th. She's back in the preferred this week. Speaking of the preferred, race 4, the preferred note, the 1, Mask of Zorro has a driver change from Benoit Hebert to William Waugh in that leg of the early pick 4. I'm going with the 3 and the 6 there. Tyrone Bowtie, an impressive dude. And wrapping up my ticket with the 3 and 2 in race 5. Sobel Amber and my best bet, number 3, Margot's Got the Cargo. What a debut on June 18th for Andrew Moore and Robert Shepard. The paces are coming from the backstretch towards the track for the race 2 post parade. It's a competitive group here. The favorite has already shifted. Early money was on 4, Giggity, Giggity, Giggity for Mandy Archer and Guy Gagnon. Now, number 3, Stonebridge Hermes for Jacques Baudouin and catch driver Ryan Guy has taken over as 3-2 favorite. Here comes the race 2 post parade. These pacers are non-winners of $980 per start in their last 10 starts, with non-winners of a race in their last 5 allowed $100. The purse is $8,000. Number 1 is Smiling Billy the Kid, owned and trained by Benoit Hebert of Papineauville, Quebec. Pascal Berube tries to go back-to-back. 2 is Arizona Jackson, owned by Robin Morley of Mildmay, Ontario, trained by Cara Stacey. Clark Stacey drives. Current 8-5 favorite from post 3, Stonebridge Hermes, owned and trained by Jacques Baudouin of Menotick, Ontario. Ryan Guy is in the sulky. 4, Giggity, Giggity, Giggity is owned by Jamie Copley of Kenmore with Barry Treen of Spencerville and Ashley Murphy of Iroquois, Ontario. Mandy Archer trains, Guy Gagnon drives. 5 is Time to Dancing, owned by a numbered Quebec corporation of Gloucester, Ontario, trained and driven by Stéphane Pouliot. Completing the field from post 6, Love My Rockin' Bird, owned by Limco Incorporated, Châteauguay, Quebec, trained by Vic Putty, driven by Marie-Claude Auger. That's your field of 6 pacers for upcoming Race 2, Exactor, Triactor, Superfecta, and early Pick 4 wagering. No changes in Race 2 or 3. If you're playing the Pick 4 that kicks off here, take note of the driver change coming up in Race 4. Number 1, Mask of Zorro, going from having trainer Benoit Hebert in the bike to catch driver William Waugh. No other changes in this sequence. We're getting a closer look now at the 9-5 favorite striding out. Number 3, Stonebridge Hermes. He and Ryan Guy crossed over from the outside post to take early control last Wednesday on a class drop and got circled by Day Delight past a 26-2 opening quarter. They pocketed up but then got caught in by the first over winner, Captain of Rock and Roll, along the backstretch up to 3/4. Stonebridge Hermes made a late move up the inside path but got edged out for place by May Lose Control. However, Stonebridge Hermes has paced back-to-back 151 and 4 miles, his fastest ever individual clockings. He seems due, and Glenn Pearson agrees. He's the top choice for both of us. Glenn is looking to number 2, Arizona Jackson, in the place spot. I'm using that one for 3rd. Number 2, Arizona Jackson, got away last on a class jump June 15th. He trailed to 3/4 and was 3 wide late, coming home in the field's fastest last quarter of 27 and 4 and pacing the fastest beaten mile of his career, 152 flat. That's the 7-2, number 2, Arizona Jackson. Glenn's 3rd choice horse is My Place Horse, number 4, Giggity, 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 debuting for Guy Gagnon, making a quick turnaround. He's up in class. He got parked second over on the first turn Sunday, back down to 4th along the pylons before the quarter, and tipped second over from 4th to follow the cover of Day Delight past the half. He was uncovered 3rd at 3/4 and held on for 4th behind a long-gone winner. Giggity, giggity, giggity. He's 3-1 right now from post 4. Glenn completes his Superfecta ticket with number 1, Smiling Billy the Kid. And I'm looking to the 5, the Time to Dancing, who's dropped considerably. He was 30-1, now he's 5-1. Time to Dancing sat second last to the opening quarter last Wednesday. He was gapping 4th along the pylons on the backstretch and lacked late pace. But it was his 2nd fastest ever individual mile, 152 and 1. So number 5, Time to Dancing, some upset potential. The starter has called the race 2 pacers. This is your last opportunity to get involved in the early Pick 4 that kicks off here in race 2. They're lining up now. 1 is Smiling Billy the Kid for Pascal Berube. 2, Arizona Jackson, Clark Stacy. 3, Stonebridge Hermes, Ryan Guy. 4, Giggity 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 for Guy Gagnon. 5, Time to Dancing, Stéphane Pouliot. On the outside, number 6, Love My Rockin' Bird, Marie-Claude Auger. They're on the turn. Smiling Billy the Kid and Arizona Jackson. A little later to the gate than the others, but they're lined up now. And the starting gate is on the backstretch. They're quickly approaching the start of race 2 and the early pick 4 at Rideau Carleton. Off and pacing, the inside 3 going to battle early. Smiling Billy the Kid, Arizona Jackson, and Stonebridge Hermes. And now it's turned into a 2-horse battle with Stonebridge Hermes on the outside, fighting on to clear Smiling Billy the Kid, who's going to pocket up in third. That's Arizona Jackson, and he's first over now, out of third. A gap of about 5 lengths back to fourth place, Giggity Giggity Giggity, who is followed to the quarter by Time to Dancing. They reach the opening quarter in 27-1, and a new leader here. We've got Stonebridge Hermes up front after fighting early to get past Smiling Billy the Kid. He leads by just over 2 lengths. Smiling Billy the Kid sits the pocket a couple of lengths back in third. That's Arizona Jackson. Following from closer now in fourth, Giggity 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 at the back of the pack. That's Time to Dancing, and still trailing Love My Rockin' Bird. They reach the halfway point in 55-1, and still in control, the front end loving Stonebridge Hermes and Ryan Guy. Here comes Giggity 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 drawing alongside for Guy Gagnon. He's up to the saddlecloth and no further yet as Stonebridge Hermes fights on from the inside, approaching 3/4. Smiling Billy the Kid waiting his turn in third, tightening up in fourth, Arizona Jackson, and making a move from the back of the field, Love My Rockin' Bird, 1:23 and 3 3/4. They're circling for home. Front end advantage to Stonebridge Hermes, but he's got to hold off the late speed. Smiling Billy the Kid coming up the inside for Pascal Berube, and sticking ahead in front. He's going to draw ahead and get the upset. Back to back, Berube, Smiling Billy the Kid over Stonebridge Hermes and Love My Rockin' Bird, 1:52-3. Stonebridge Hermes, a beaten favorite as Smiling Billy the Kid turns post-relief into victory. It's a Pascal Berube early daily double, winning with Madame Panic, and now Smiling Billy the Kid in race 2's unofficial results. The top 4 order of finish is now posted at odds of 7-2. Number 1, Smiling Billy the Kid gets his 3rd seasonal victory over even money favorite and pace setter number 3, Stonebridge Hermes. 2nd, 6, Love My Rockin' Bird, closed at odds of 10-1 for show. Holding on for 4th was the 4, Giggity Giggity Giggity. 1, 3, 6, 4, the unofficial top 4 finishers in race 2. Please hold all tickets. Now back in the Rideau Carleton Winners Circle. It's a familiar face, Pascal Berube with back-to-back winners. And number one, Smiling Billy the Kid, owned and trained by Benoit Hébert of Papineauville, Quebec. Trained and owned, I should say. This horse was bred by William Brown of Hanover, Ontario. That's his third win of the season. 152-3, a new lifetime mark for Smiling Billy the Kid. Congratulations. Results are now official for race 2. Prices are now posted. Number one, Smiling Billy the Kid returns $9.40 to win. The 1-3 $2 exactor pays $20.50. The $2 early daily double 5-1 combination returns $14.70. The $1 triactor 136 pays $60.40, and it's $153.50 if you had the $1 superfecta 1364 ticket. The race 2 rundown is now displayed. 1, Smiling Billy the Kid, the race winner. Pascal Berube's second driving win of the night. 2, Arizona Jackson, 6th. 3, Stonebridge Hermes, second as beaten even money favorite. 4, Giggity Giggity Giggity, 4th. 5, Time to Dancing, 5th. And 6, Love My Rockin' Bird, closed for show. From the top down, your program should read 1, 6, 2, 4, 5, 3. The fractions were 27-1 to the quarter, 55-1 at the half, 123-3 at 3/4, 152-3. That's a new lifetime mark for Smiling Billy the Kid. Race 3 is coming up next. No changes in race 3. It's on the trot. There's exactor, triactor, superfecta, and pick 3 wagering. If you're on track tonight and enjoy Mr. Lucky's, you definitely want to check it out because it's going to be closing for the foreseeable future after tonight due to casino renovations. So this is the last night for dining at Mr. Lucky's until further notice. Cafe Italiano has also closed, but there will be lots of trackside dining options on race nights. The snack bar remains open inside the grandstand, ground level. Easy access for you to get out and watch the races and head to the wagering terminals, the snack bar right next to them. And starting this Sunday, there's also going to be trackside barbecue, which I've heard good things about. 6:30 p.m. live racing and barbecue. A great combination. Sunday nights at Rideau Carleton. Number 4, Stomper Tom is getting the early support here. He got his first seasonal victory 2 starts back on June 11th. We'll see how he does here. His second consecutive start at a higher level. He was a good second, gaining late behind Rose Run Why Not on June 18th. Trotters are coming towards the track now for the race 3 post parade. Taking a look at the tote board, it looks like the betting public has settled on my top choice here, a winning 1-9 favorite last time, even money at the moment. Number 6, Tricks and Stones, who looks like Murray Clodochet's choice over Wasting No Time. Tricks and Stones making a debut here for Vic Putty after a Wednesday claim. Here come the race 3 trotters for the post parade, non-winners of $5,000 in their last 5 starts. Allowances for fillies and mares, also eligible, non-winners of $50,000 lifetime and also eligible. $18,000 claimers, as well as non-winners of $900 per start in their last 10 races. The purse is $7,800. Leading the post parade, number 1, Cadillac, owned by Michel Grenier of Gatineau, Quebec. Alain Martin trains. Guy Gagnon is in the bike. Two is J.M. Stella, owned by Ferme Canico Farm Incorporated of Saint-Bernard-de-l'École, Quebec. Trained by Kelly Duval-Lacaille. Sylvain Lacaille drives. 3 is Salzbrook Cami, owned by trainer Yannick Martel of L'Assomption, Quebec. Pascal Berube, looking for a 3rd straight win. 6-5 current favorite is the 4, Stomper Tom, owned by Wade and Philippe Toussaint of Cardinal, Ontario. Mike Armstrong trains. Ryan Guy drives. 5 is Wish Should Tell Me, owned and trained by Gerard Vaillancourt of Kemptville, Ontario. William Waugh drives. 6 is Tricks and Stones, owned by Limco Incorporated with Gordon McDonald and Christopher Boland. Vic Putty trains, Marie-Claude O'Shea drives. Completing the field from post 7, Wasting No Time. Owned and trained by Yannick Martel, L'Assomption, Quebec. Robert Shepard is in the bike. That's your field of 7 for upcoming race 3. No changes. There's exactor, triactor, superfecta, and pick 3 wagering. We're looking at the current 7-5 favorite. Well, he's 3-2 second choice now from post 4. Stomper Tom, who pursued the leader Wish You'd Tell Me first over to the opening quarter last Wednesday. He got overtaken by the 2-5 winning favorite Rose Run Why Not in front of the grandstand and then boxed in on the backstretch as the first over Wish You'd Tell Me gained ground. He was loose late and ran out of racetrack. That was significant. He was up in class. And the mare who beat him is in the feature tonight. Rose Run Why Not in the preferred handicap trot. So Stomper Tom put in a very good effort for place. He's 9-5 here. Favoritism has shifted back to number 6, Tricks and Stones, as mentioned, a winning 1-9 favorite in his most recent start. Marie-Claude O'Shea driving this one. Glenn Pearson's second choice and my top choice. Tricks and Stones sat second behind leader Fix a Drink to the quarter on Wednesday last week. This one came second over to chase the cover of CrossFit into the second turn and cleared approaching 3/4, opening up late for the going away win. Glenn Pearson is looking to the rail here, and Cadillac, my second choice. Cadillac stepping up in class after wiring from the Rideau rail on June 11th, a going away win, his first this year. And prior to that, his most recent victory was a pocket trip here on December 8th of last year, also from the rail at a slightly higher classification for the returning Guy Gagnon. 5-2, good value on Cadillac. Definite horse to include in your exactor. Glenn and I agree on our third choice here. Wish You'd Tell Me, 20-1 right now. And fourth choice, number 2, J.M. Stella, who had a class hike and a tough post number 7 on Wednesday. She got parked second over 5th on the first turn, caught in second last at 3/4 and closed into stretch traffic, trotting the field's co-fastest last quarter. 29-3, shared with Stomper Tom and Rose Run Why Not. 7-2 from post 2, J.M. Stella. They're going to be going behind the gate very shortly. Still time to wager on race 3, kicking off a pick 3 sequence. Starter has called the field. They're lining up now. 1 is Cadillac, Guy Gagnon. 2, J.M. Stella, Sylvain Lacaille. 3, Salzbrook Cami, first to get behind the gate for Pascal Berube. 4 is Stomper Tom for Ryan Guy. 5, Wish You'd Tell Me, also quick to get behind the gate for William Waugh. 6, Tricks and Stones, Marie-Claude O'Shea. And 7, Wasting No Time for Robert Shepard on the outside. The field is on the turn. Stomper Tom a few lengths behind the rest. Everybody else on gate. Starting gate has turned on to the backstretch. They're in line, wasting no time. A little further back, they're off and trotting. A staggered start. Tricks and Stones and Wasting No Time getting away at the back of the field and avoiding the early battle. Stomper Tom versus J.M. Stella that's now underway. That's J.M. Stella fighting her way to the front for Sylvain Lacaille, pocketing up Stomper Tom following from third. Cadillac moving up ahead of Next Best. Wish You'd Tell Me, who's single file fourth. A couple of lengths ahead of fifth place. Salzbrook Cami en route to the 28 flat opening quarter. Oh, on the run, on a break, and taken wide. Cadillac has jumped it off. That means JM Stella continues on a 3-length lead over Stomper Tom. And Wish You'd Tell Me moves up third, following from fourth. Salzbrook Cami, and then back making a move now. First over, Tricks and Stones is emerging to come first over from fifth. Following that cover, Wasting No Time. And at the back of the field, back on the trot, Cadillac is gapping and trying to catch rivals. They went to the half in 57 flat, 29 seconds, second quarter. Up front, Stomper Tom. Actually, it's JM Stella, shadowed by Stomper Tom from the pocket. JM Stella continuing to lead the way, approaching three quarters on the outside and gaining ground. That's Wish You'd Tell Me and William Waugh into contention. A half length in front now, yet to clear. JM Stella fighting on, and second over, looking live for the stretch drive. Marie-Claude Auger with Tricks and Stones, 126 and 4, past three quarters, leading the way. It is Wish You'd Tell Me striding out by 4 lengths. Tricks and Stones not going to catch this one. It's Wish You'd Tell Me getting the win over Tricks and Stones. Up for show, Salzbrook Cami, 156 and 1. Wish You'd Tell Me and William Waugh getting the victory here, the second win this season for the 9-year-old son of Wishing Stone. A powerful victory. Tricks and Stones coming on for place, but running out of racetrack. A strong closing effort for show by Salzbrook Cami in this 156 and 1 mile. Unofficial top 4 order of finish is now posted for race 3. An upset at 7-1 odds. Number 5, Wish You'd Tell Me for William Waugh. The 2-1 favorite, number 6, Tricks and Stones. Second, ahead of number 3, Salzbrook Cami. Closing for show at 16-1 and completing the superfecta at 25-1 odds. Number 7, Wasting No Time. 5, 6, 3, 7, the unofficial top 4 order of finish for race 3. Please hold all tickets. Returning to the Rideau Carleton Winner's Circle, unofficial race 3 winner, number 5, Wish You'd Tell Me. A 9-year-old bay gelding by Wishing Stone out of Time to Tell, owned and trained by Gerard Viancourt of Kemptville, Ontario. Bred by Pauline V. Rickard and C.H. Rickard of Fredonia, Pennsylvania. William Waugh gets the driving victory. And that's the second win this season for Wish You'd Tell Me in his 10th start of the year. 156 and 1. a new seasonal best. Wish You'd Tell Me. Race 3 results are now official. Prices are posted for race 3. Number 5, Wish You'd Tell Me. The race winner pays $16.60 to win. The 5-6 $2 exactor pays $89.80. The $1 triactor $335 even for the 5-6-3 combination. I'm guessing that we might have a superfecta carryover here. The race 3 rundown is now displayed after the break. Number 1, Cadillac, finished 7th. Number 2, JM Stella, finished 6th as 2-1 co-favorite. 3, Salzburg Cami, closed for show. 4, Stomper Tom was 5th. 5, Wish You'd Tell Me, the race winner for William Waugh. Beaten 2-1 co-favorite. Number 6, Tricks and Stones, was 2nd. And 7, Wasting No Time, 4th. From the top down, your program should read 7, 6, 3, 5, 1, 2, 4. The fractions, 28 flat to the quarter, 57 flat at the half, 126 and 4 at 3/4, 156 and 1, a seasonal best victory for Wish You'd Tell Me. And we do have a superfecta payout to reveal for race 3. It was not displayed, but the 20-cent winning superfecta 5-6-3-7 combination, again a 20-cent ticket, returns $1,125.19. That's a 20-cent superfecta 5-6-3-7, paying $1,125.19. Some very nice tickets, not always easy to figure out here at Rideau Carleton. Our feature is coming up in race 4, the preferred handicap trot. There is a change to mention here, an important one, on the 1, Mask of Zorro, listed with trainer Benoit Hébert in the bike. William Waugh is going to be driving the 1, Mask of Zorro, and that's significant. A 7-1 upset for driver William Waugh with Wish You'd Tell Me in race 3. However, my pick 4 starting here, my middle pick 4, I have some confidence in the 3, Tyrone Bowtie for Ryan Guy, and 6, Impressive Dude for Guy Gagnon. So just keeping it simple, going with those 2 to kick off this 20-cent pick 4 ticket. In race 5, going with Sobble Amber and Margot's Got the Cargo. Race 6, going with 3 horses there. The 6, Flash Me Some Green, looks good. So does the 4, Silver Portia, and the 7, Southwind Mac. And concluding this ticket with 3 choices in race 7, the 1, Beach Journey, coming back for her first start since May 28th. Also using the 3, Tamara Hanover, and 5, The Turning Point, to complete that middle pick 4. The post parade is coming on track for race 4, the preferred handicap trot, racing for a purse of $10,000. Leading the post parade, number 1, Mask of Zorro, is owned and trained by Benoit Hébert of Papineauville, Quebec, who shares ownership with Eric Lafleur of L'Ange Gardienne, Quebec. Note the driver change from Benoit Hébert to William Waugh. 2 is Raising Rusty, owned by a numbered Quebec corporation of Gloucester, Ontario, trained and driven by Stéphane Pouliot. The current 6-5 favorite is number 3, Tyrone Bowtie, owned by Rachel Burns and Wade Toussignon of Cardinal, Ontario. Mike Armstrong trains. Ryan Guy is in the bike. Four is Rose Run Why Not, owned by Investissement KFB of Sorel Tracy, Quebec, along with trainer Carl Duguay of Trois-Rivières, Quebec. Pascal Berube drives. 5 is Son of a Millionaire, owned by Jamie Copley and Kimberly Eaton of Ontario, with the Max Webster stable of Nova Scotia. Trained by Mandy Archer, Robert Shepard is in the sulky. Rounding out the field, from post 6, Impressive Dude, owned by Louis-Philippe Bois of Ontario, with Michel Letarte and Jean Allaire of Quebec, trained and driven by Guy Gagnon. That's your field of 6 preferred trotters. Coming up in race 4, which features exactor, triactor, superfecta, and middle pick 4 wagering. We're getting a closer look at the 3-5 favorite here, Tyrone Bowtie. He followed Emmetown Bud and Impressive Dude from single file third last Wednesday and got covered up by the first over Mystic on the backstretch. He was loose late and came home in the field's co-fastest closing quarter of 28-1. He nearly collared the place finisher, who happens to be in this field as well, number 6, Impressive Dude. Impressive Dude was first off the gate last Wednesday, set the pocket behind front-end winner Emmetown Bud, who's not part of the field tonight. Impressive Dude was unable to catch Emmetown Bud in the stretch drive. He had every chance. So Tyrone Bowtie is getting the public support right now after that effort, suggestive of a form reversal. He's the 3-5 favorite. Tyrone Bowtie already has 3 wins this season and took a lifetime mark of 154-2 here at Rideau Carleton. He just was putting in unwanted steps late in some of those recent miles, but he looks to be on a good track again. He's my top selection here. Glenn Pearson has the 3. Tyrone Bowtie third in his ticket. He's looking at number 6, Impressive Dude, who has surprisingly just 1 win in 16 starts this season for trainer-driver Guy Gagnon. Impressive Dude gets to avoid Hamatown Bud here. Glenn is using the 5, Son of a Millionaire, second in his ticket. The Mandy Archer trainee with Robert Shepard back in the bike. This one was my top choice on June 18th and never really seemed to get a late rally going. Never made front either, and it was a disappointing 5th place finish. Not sure what happened there. No brakes, no broken equipment. Son of a Millionaire might outperform my expectations and be more in line with Glenn's. Glenn has the 3, Tyrone Bowtie in the show spot ahead of 4, Rose Run Why Not, who I'm using third in my ticket after her front-end victory here on Wednesday for Pascal Berube. That was a good win over Stomper Tom and Wish You'd Tell Me. I have the 2, Raising Rusty, to complete my ticket. He's a regular at this level, and he's finished 4th in his last 3 starts at this level in spite of the early break on June 18th. He got it back together for Stéphane Pouliot and was able to get involved, closing in 28-1. He's got just 1 win this season, though, so unlikely winner in my estimation, but part of the ticket. Also consider the 1, the Mask of Zorro, has a driver change here, and he's moving from the 2nd tier back to the front. William Waugh is catch driving the 1, Mask of Zorro, who ended last season with some wins at this track. And he's worked his way up to the preferred handicap already this season. That can be a winning angle, moving from the 2nd tier to the front, and the driver change, although he's going from Robert Shepard to William Waugh, so not so much a huge step up. Benoit Hébert was driving him to a show finish here on June 11th. Benoit Hébert not in the bike on the 1, Mask of Zorro, overlooked at 13-1. William Waugh did drive the upset winner of race 3. Beware. The starter has called the Trotters for race 4, the preferred handicap trot. Still time to get involved in the middle pick 4 sequence that begins here. Number 1 is Mask of Zorro for William Waugh. 2, Raising Rusty, Stéphane Pouliot. 3, Tyrone Bowtie, Ryan Guy. 4, Rose Run Why Not, Pascal Berube. 5, Son of a Millionaire, Robert Shepard. And 6, Impressive Dude, Guy Gagnon. Rough gated and gapping at the moment, Raising Rusty. He's back trotting again. The field is on the turn, Raising Rusty, chasing them down. The starting gate is on the Rideau backstretch. Raising Rusty, finding his way Behind the gate, they're off and trotting. A staggered start as Mask of Zorro and Impressive Dude take back. And Raising Rusty has timed the gate perfectly for Stefan Pouliot. He's the early leader, and he faces first over pressure from Son of a Millionaire. Charging on to take charge for Robert Shepard. Son of a Millionaire going to clear on the first turn, putting Raising Rusty into the pocket ahead of Tyrone Bowtie. They head past the opening quarter in a brisk 27-4, single file and led by Son of a Millionaire. Length and a half ahead of next closest, Raising Rusty, then single file third to Tyrone Bowtie, followed by the mare Rose Run Why Not, then Mask of Zorro. First over from last, Impressive Dude getting underway for Guy Gagnon as they head around the turn now up front, and unchallenged at this point, Son of a Millionaire continues on to the half, reaching that point in 57-4, a 30-second even second panel for the leader. Closer from the pocket, Raising Rusty up alongside that one on the outside now, and moving first over into second, Tyrone Bowtie underway for Ryan Guy, following from fourth, but caught in. That's Rose Run Why Not, second over, gapping cover in fifth. Impressive Dude trailing to three quarters, Mask of Zorro up front and now leading. That's Tyrone Bowtie. They went by three quarters, 1:26-3. Tyrone Bowtie is out front by 1.5 lengths, and that looks to be a widening margin. Son of a Millionaire dropping back in second, and coming down the lane, it looks like Tyrone Bowtie has got his finest attire on, getting his latest victory here for Ryan Guy ahead of a fast closing Rose Run Why Not in 1:55-1. I was at Woodbine Mohawk Park on the weekend and speaking with a horse owner there about Tyrone Bowtie, and he commented what a nice trotter this is. And he showed it tonight. Tyrone Bowtie, very impressive win here, 1:55-1 for Ryan Guy, holding off Rose Run Why Not, who came charging late for place on the class hike, it should be added. Unofficial top four finishers are now posted for race 4. 4-5, winning favorite number 3, Tyrone Bowtie, gets the job done for Ryan Guy, his first driving win of the card. Over 4, Rose Run Why Not, a good second. 5, Son of a Millionaire, third. And 2, Raising Rusty, held on for fourth. 3, 4, 5, 2, the unofficial top 4 finishers in race 4. Please hold all tickets. Back in the Rideau Carleton winner's circle again for his 4th win of the season in start number 15, unofficial race 4 winner. Number 3, Tyrone Bowtie, a 5-year-old bay gelding by looks like a Chippendale out of Risk Seeker, owned by Rachel Burns, and Wade Toussignon of Cardinal, Ontario, bred by Cynthia Graham and William Wolfrey of Warkworth, Ontario, trained by Mike Armstrong. Driven to victory by Ryan Guy, 1:55-1, Tyrone Bowtie. As we wait for race 4 to go official, just a reminder, if you're a fan of Mr. Lucky's, tonight is your last chance to enjoy the food and the views up in that dining room with the great trackside views. Mr. Lucky's. Check it out tonight. It's going to be closing due to casino renovations, and we'll update you on Mr. Lucky's in the future. Race 4 has gone official. Prices are now posted for race 4. Winner, number 3, Tyrone Bowtie, pays $3.90 to win. The $2 3-4 exactor returns $16 even. The $1 try 3-4-5 combination pays $30.40, and it's $69.45 for the $1 Superfecta ticket, 3-4-5-2. The race 4 rundown is now displayed. Number 1, Mask of Zorro, finished 6th. 2, Raising Rusty was 4th. 4-5 favorite number 3, Tyrone Bowtie, got the win for Ryan Guy. Over 4, Rose Run Why Not, who closed for place. Ahead of 5, Son of a Millionaire, 3rd. And 6, Impressive Dude, was 5th. From the top down, your program should read 6-4-1-2-3-5. The fractions 27-4 to the quarter, 57-4 at the half, 126-3 at 3/4, 155-1. The victory by Tyrone Bowtie. Moving on to race 5. Exactor, Triactor, Superfecta, and Pick 5 wagering. 9 races tonight. So race 5 will kick off the Pick 5. There are no changes here. In fact, the only change for the remainder of the card at this point is in race 9, the scratch of number 7 Newscaster, a judge's scratch weather. To no one's surprise, number 3 Margot's Got the Cargo for Andrew Moore and Robert Shepard is the 1-9 favorite. She had a devastatingly good June 8th winning qualifier here and followed that up with a 152 flat victory on June 18th. That was her first start of the season. Margot's Got the Cargo won half of her starts last year, and she looks tough to beat here, although this is a nice group of mares coming up in race 5. pacing mares are coming on track for the race 5 post parade. Here comes that post parade for race 5. These pacers are fillies and mares, non-winners of $50,000 lifetime, also eligible non-winners of $6,500 in their last 5 starts, also eligible $20,000 claimers, and finally not listed preferred pacers who draw outside. The purse here, $8,000. Race 5 kicking off the Pick 5 tonight with 9 live races carded at Rideau Carleton. Leading the post parade for race 5, number 1 Horizon Sealster, owned by Julia Ferguson, Lloyd Stone, Coral Bailey, and Sean Vino, all of Ontario. Ted McDonald trains William Waugh, looking for his second driving win of the card. 2 is Sauble Amber, owned, trained, and driven by Michel Lagacé of Terrebonne, Quebec. Number 3 is the 1-9 favorite Margot's Got the Cargo, owned by trainer Andrew Moore of Osgood, Ontario. Robert Shepard is in the bike. 4 is D.A. Cinnamon Crunch, owned by Keith Castle of Smiths Falls, Ontario. Macy Castle trains, Pascal Berube drives. Five is Anna's Wish, owned by Sylvain Cote, Joliette, Quebec, trained by Robert Bernicki. Marie-Claude Auger drives. Completing this field from post 6, D.A. Temptation, owned by Pierre-Yvon Mondoux Incorporated, Morin Heights, Quebec. Guy Gagnon trains and drives. That's your field of 6 high-class filly and mare pacers for upcoming race 5. There are no changes in races 5 through 8. Exactor, Triactor, Superfecta, and Pick 5 wagering. The only change affecting that Pick 5 is worth mentioning. Once again, it's a scratch in race 9. A scratch of the 7 newscaster due to weather, and there is no also eligible. We're getting a look at Margot's Got the Cargo now on screen. 1-9 since the windows opened. I guess you could say a lot of people have been following Margot, and she's undefeated this year in 1 qualifier and 1 start. She came close to the current Canadian record so far this season, the seasonal best for the pacing mares on a 5/8 mile track with her 152 win in her comeback last Wednesday. Margot's Got the Cargo came 3rd over from 6th, approaching the half. In that start, she tipped 3 wide past 3/4 for the going away victory. And she also paced the field and card's fastest last quarter of 27-4. She's frisky on track. That's just Margot, but also likes her job quite a bit. Margot's Got the Cargo, 1-9. Might be an easy single here. However, if you'd like to play against, there were some very nice payouts if you think Margot is beatable. The 2 Sobel Amber trailed a similar field to 3/4 Wednesday and was gapping last on the final turn. She closed widest of all in the field's second fastest last quarter, 28-1, and she's 9-1. To keep the cost of my pick 5 down, though, I have singled Margot here. She's my best bet in race 6, going 3 deep using Flash Me Some Green, as well as Silver Portia and Southwind Mac. 3 deep again in race 7, Beach Journey, Tamara Hanover, and the Turning Point, going with May Lose Control and Thrilling Times in the second last leg, and concluding with Edam Sports Baby, Lady for Dollar, Best Girl in Town, and Bad Apple in the last leg to wrap up the ticket. That's my pick 5. You still have time to play one. The starter has called the field for race 5. This is your only opportunity to play the pick 5 tonight at Rideau Carleton. They're lining up, led by number 1, Horizon Sealster for William Waugh. 2 is Sobel Amber, Michelle Legasse. 3, Margot's Got the Cargo, Robert Shepard. 4, D.A. Cinnamon Crunch, Pascal Berube. 5, Anna's Wish, Marie-Claude Auger. And on the outside, 6, D.A. Temptation for Guy Gagnon. They're moving off the turn on to the Rideau backstretch for the start of race 5 and the pick 5. They're off and pacing and moving to an early lead. D.A. Cinnamon Crunch for Pascal Berube from mid-pack. She clears, and Horizon Sealster is second in the early going. D.A. Temptation makes a first over move into second. It's a gap of 4 lengths back to Sobel Amber, who sits fourth ahead of Margot's Got the Cargo, trailing on the opening turn, Anna's Wish. They're headed to the quarter, and up front, leading the way now, that is D.A. Temptation for Guy Gagnon, 27-2 opening panel, but it's a contested lead as Horizon Sealster and William Waugh right back out to claim the front. They haven't cleared yet, though, as D.A. Temptation fights on to defend rail advantage ahead of third place. D.A. Cinnamon Crunch is a couple of lengths back to fourth place. Sobel Amber, and patiently behind her, Margot's Got the Cargo, second last, still trailing Anna's Wish. They reach the half in 55-4, and under sustained pressure, D.A. Temptation and Guy Gagnon still on the lead. Parked first over, Horizon Sealster is second. Third on the inside, D.A. Cinnamon Crunch, and here comes Margot, 3 wide and going around Horizon Sealster. She's drawing alongside D.A. Temptation, approaching 3/4. Robert Shepard sending Margot right to the front. Still second, D.A. Temptation. First over to try things again. Horizon Sealster is coming after the leader, 124 flat to 3/4, and Margot is turning it on for Robert Shepard coming down the stretch. Margot's Got the Cargo, and another win in her sights. She leads by 5 lengths. D.A. Temptation still second. Horizon Sealster trying to overtake her. The rest fighting for minor shares. Margot's Got the Cargo. D.A. Temptation second, Horizon Sealster third, 152-1. What can you add to that? Absolutely nothing. Margot's Got the Cargo. Perfect. 152-1. The unofficial top 4 order of finish is now posted for race 5. 1-9, winning favorite. Number 3, Margot's Got the Cargo. Robert Shepard's first driving win of the card. At 16-1, number 6, DA Temptation. A brave effort for Guy Gagnon to finish second. Ahead of 1, Horizon Sealster. A couple of moves from her, and she holds on for show. The good closer, number 5, Anna's Wish, completes the superfecta at odds of 21-1. 3, 6, 1, 5, the top 4 finishers unofficially in race 5. Please hold all tickets. Now coming back to the Rideau Carleton Winner's Circle once again. It's unofficial race 5 winner and 1-9 favorite. Number 3, Margot's Got the Cargo, a 4-year-old bay mare by Big Jim out of Maple Leah, owned and trained by Andrew Moore of Osgood, Ontario. Also her breeder, Margot's Got the Cargo, is undefeated now in 2 parimutuel starts this season for driver Robert Shepard. Back in the bike here, Margot, welcome back. Race 5 is now official. Prices are now posted. Number 3, Margot's Got the Cargo, returns $2.10 to win in race 5. The $1 pick 3, 5-3-3 combination, 3 of 3 pays $40.90. The $1 pick 4, 4 of 4, $197 for the dollar ticket, 1-5-3-3. The winning early pick 4, the 20-cent edition of that, 4 of 4 pays $39.40. Some long shots in that sequence. The $2 3-6 exactor returns $8.20. It's $9.85 for the $1 try 3-6-1 combination. $23.65 for the $1 superfecta. 3-6-1-5. The race 5 rundown is now displayed. Number 1, Horizon Sealster, finished 3rd. 2, Sauble Amber, 5th. 1-9 favorite. Number 3, Margot's Got the Cargo. Victorious once again for Robert Shepard as 1-9 favorite. 4, DA Cinnamon Crunch finished 6th. 5, Anna's Wish closed for 4th. 6, DA Temptation was a good place finisher at odds of 16-1. From the top down, your program should read 3, 5, 1, 6, 4, 2. The fractions 27-2. To the quarter 55-4. At the half 124 flat. At 3/4 152-1. Margot's Got the Cargo. Race 6 is coming up next. It looks like a claim has been entered in race 7 on number 3, Tamara Hanover. Race 6 has exactor, triactor, high 5, and late pick 4 wagering. We've had some good payouts in the pick 3 and pick 4 early in the card. Some long shots, unexpected by the betting public and Glenn and myself, spicing things up. Good for you if you had them. And the late pick 4 starting here, going 3 deep. The 6, Flash Me Some Green for Benoit Hubert and Pascal Berube. A nice gelded son, a 3-year-old Green Manalishi with 1 win already this season. Looks good here, as does the 4, Silver Porsche for Stéphane Pouliot and Melanie Plourde, a winner for Melanie back on June 4th. And the other contender here, number 7, Southwind Mac for Jeremy Marcotte and Guy Gagnon. That one, a going away winner on June 18th. Going with the 1, 3, and 5 in the second leg of this late pick 4. Then 5, 3 in race 8 and 2, 6, 3, 1 in race 9. That's a $14.40 late pick 4, 20-cent ticket. Here comes the race 6 post parade. These trotters are non-winners of $15,000 or 2 races lifetime. Allowances for fillies and mares. And non-winners of $6,000, $7,500 for the Distaffers lifetime draw inside. The purse is $6,600. Race 6 kicks off the late pick 4. Note that there is also a high 5 wagering here. Number 1 is Silver Mass, adding Lasix for the first time. He races for Silver Stables of Venison, Quebec. Stéphane Pouliot trains and drives. Getting a little bit of help there. Silver Mass. Might need some further equipment adjustment. We're looking at the 3 now. Gold Dealer, owned by Wade and Philippe Toussaint of Cardinal, Ontario, trained by Mike Armstrong. Robert Shepard drives. Here's the 4, Silver Porsche, owned by Marie-Michelle Gabory, Venison, Quebec. Trained by Stéphane Pouliot, Melanie Plourde drives. Here's the 5, Napoleon Hill, owned by Joan Castle of Smiths Falls, Ontario. Trained by Macy Castle, William Waugh drives. Six is the current 3-2 favorite, Flash Me Some Green, owned and trained by Benoit Hébert, who shares ownership with Leah Rose Laverne, also of Papineauville, Quebec. Pascal Berube drives. From post 7, Southwind Mac, owned and trained by Jeremy Marcotte of Notre-Dame-de-la-Paix, Quebec. Guy Gagnon is in the bike. From the outside, post 8, Stormont Friendly, owned by Eric Baker of Long Sault, Ontario. Trained and driven by Ryan Guy. Getting a little guidance. And we're still waiting on the 2, I Hope You're Happy, to come on track for trainer-driver Jacques Baudouin. In the meantime, we're getting a look at the 6-5 favorite, Flash Me Some Green. The 3-year-old gelded son of Green Man Alishi has been hitting the board quite frequently. 6 times out of 9 starts this season. He had a maiden victory from post 2 back on May 14th. At this level, a 158-2 win for Pascal Berube. Back in the bike here, that was a going away victory over Stormont Friendly and Southwind Mac. Flash Me Some Green. Looks good out there. He settled 3rd behind Miche Charm and pocket-sitting Napoleon Hill Wednesday. Was gapping to the half and got shuffled to last by 3/4. But he swung into the 4-wide path behind off-the-pace winner Cleveland Zedtam to close for place, coming home in the field's 2nd quickest last quarter, 29-2. That's the 6, Flash Me Some Green. The starter has called the trotters for race 6. Exactor, triactor, high 5, and pick 4 wagering. Still time to get involved. One is Silver Mass, Stéphane Pouliot. 2, I Hope You're Happy, Jacques Baudouin. 3, Gold Dealer, Robert Shepard. 4, Silver Porsche, Melanie Plourde. 5, Napoleon Hill, William Waugh. 6, Flash Me Some Green for Pascal Berube. 7, Southwind Mac, Guy Gagnon. And on the outside, number 8, Stormont Friendly for Ryan Guy there. On the turn, that's I Hope You're Happy, who is still a couple of lengths behind the rest. as the starting gate turns off the turn and onto the Rideau Carleton backstretch. They're essentially lined up. Stormont Friendly, a couple of lengths back as well. They're off and trotting, and Gold Dealer and Robert Shepard out early to try to take the lead. Southwind Mac and Guy Gagnon say, nope, thanks, but no thanks. They clear to the lead, and Gold Dealer now sits the pocket. Caught first over in third. Napoleon Hill is caught inside of first over Stormont Friendly now. Stormont Friendly continuing on uncovered and rolling into a break. Napoleon Hill off stride on the turn, taken to the safety lane, and that also caused some interference to Silver Porsche off stride there. Those two at the back of the field as Southwind Mac now leads the way. Past that opening quarter, 28 and 4. Sitting second, Gold Dealer. Third is Stormont Friendly. Fourth, Silver Mass. In fifth, that is Flash Me Some Green. Off stride now. I hope you're happy. Taken wide as they approach the turn. Back trotting and trying to catch the field. Silver Porsche has gained ground and is sixth to the half. Reached in 59 and 4. A good clocking here for Southwind Mac on the lead. Well rated by Guy Gagnon. And still sitting the pocket, yet to make a move, Gold Dealer following from third, Stormont Friendly in fourth, that's Silver Mass, and first over from fifth, here comes Flash Me Some Green, gapping in sixth, Silver Porsche. The Breakers are out of contention at the back. They reach three quarters in 129 and 4, and up front, Southwind Mac is going to be tough to reel in. Gold Dealer has the best chance, leaving the pocket for the stretch drive, but that hasn't happened yet, and it has happened now. Robert Shepard is asking Gold Dealer, Southwind Mac, his lead looks precarious here as Gold Dealer is gaining ground with every step to the wire, but it's Southwind Mac finishing ahead of Gold Dealer. Then it's between Flash Me Some Green and Stormont Friendly in a battle for show. 2 minutes even. Coming down the stretch, Southwind Mac was able to hold off a hard-charging Gold Dealer, getting Guy Gagnon's first driving win of the night, and this was the second career victory for Southwind Mac, the 3-year-old son of Wallner. Holding off the filly, Gold Dealer, a close second. There were 3 breakers in this race, so the judges will be taking a look at that. The 2, I hope you're happy, and also an earlier break, the 5 Napoleon Hill near the quarter, and the 4 Silver Porsche. The unofficial top 5 order of finish is now displayed at 3-1. A mild upset for number 7, Southwind Mac, and driver Guy Gagnon. Second at odds of 24-1. Number 3, Gold Dealer. 6, Flash Me Some Green was third as beaten even money favorite. 8, Stormont Friendly was fourth, and completing the high 5 ticket, number 1, Silver Mass at 40-1, finished fifth. 7, 3, 6, 8, 1, the unofficial top 5 finishers in race 6. Please hold all tickets. Now coming back to the Rideau Carleton Winner's Circle, unofficial race 6 winner number 7, Southwind Mac. He's a 3-year-old bay gelding by Wallner out of Mimosa, Hanover, owned and trained by Jeremy Marcotte of Notre Dame de la Paix, Quebec, bred by Southwind Farms LLC, Pennington, New Jersey. Driven to victory by Guy Gagnon in a 2-minute flat mile. Southwind Mac, his second win of the season. Race 6 results are now official. Prices are now posted. For race 6, number 7, Southwind Mac returns $8.30 to win. The $2.73 exactor pays $140.60. It's $199.45 for the $1 triactor, 736 combination. And if you were lucky enough or smart enough to have the 20-cent super high five here, 73681 combination, you're getting back $1,046.83. The race 6 rundown is now displayed. Number 1, Silver Mass was 5th. 2, I Hope You're Happy was 8th after the break. 3, Gold Dealer, a very good second. 4, Silver Porsche finished 7th, was placed 6th. 5, Napoleon Hill finished 6th, was placed 7th. even money favorite, number 6, Flash Me Some Green, closed for show. 7, Southwind Mac recorded his second 2025 victory for Guy Gagnon. And 8, Stormont Friendly was a good 4th. From the top down, your program should read 5, 8, 2, 7P6, 6P7, 3, 1, 4. The fractions were 28 and 4 to the quarter, 59 and 4 at the half, 129 and 4 at 3/4, 2 minutes flat, the winning mile for Southwind Mac. Race 7 is coming up next. One claim entered on number 3, Tamara Hanover. She's the 4-5 current favorite and the second choice for both Glenn and myself in the track handicapper selections here. Glenn is going to number 5, the Turning Point for Robert Bernicki and Marie-Claude O'Shea. 4 wins from 20 starts this season and a good place finish behind Tamara Hanover on June 18th. I like 1, Beach Journey, 2-1 right now. She's had a bit of a layoff. Her last race was May 28th, and she nearly wired. She got caught late. She was third in a blanket finish there. The Turning Point got the win over Dial Me Up. Beach Journey holding on for the show spot. I think she'll be well rested here and can come off that little vacation with a good return here in upcoming race 7. Glenn looking to the 4, Give Me a Corona in the show spot. I'm using her 4th. I have the Turning Point 3rd, and Glenn has Beach Journey 4th in his ticket. There's Exactor, Triactor, Superfecta, and late pick 3 wagering available on upcoming race 7. No changes other than the claim on Tamara Hanover, number 3 here, and the scratch of the 7, Newscaster, in the last leg, race 9. The mares are coming on track for the race 7 post parade. Here come the race 7 pacers, fillies and mares, with claiming tags between $8,500 and $12,500. Also eligible, non-winners of $1,500 in their last 5 starts. They compete for a purse of $6,300. Leading the post parade, number 1, Beach Journey, owned by Écurie Guy Gagnon Incorporated with Frédéric Gagnon of Gatineau, Quebec, trained and driven by Guy Gagnon. 2 is Wildcat Lisa, owned by Jamie Copley of Kenmore, Ontario, trained by Mandy Archer, driven by Robert Shepard. 3 is Tamara Hanover. A claim is entered on Tamara Hanover, currently owned by Sylvain Côté of Joliette, Quebec, with Michel Legacy of Terrebonne, Quebec. Sylvain Côté trains, Pascal Berube drives. 4 is Gimme a Corona, owned by Limco Incorporated of Châteauguay, Quebec, trained by Vic Putty. Stéphane Pouliot drives. The current 4-5 favorite and Glenn Pearson's top selection, number 5, The Turning Point, completes the field. She is owned and trained by Robert Bernicki of Quebec. Marie-Claude Auger drives. That's your field of 5 pacing mares for upcoming race 7. There's Exactor, Triactor, Superfecta, and Pick 3 wagering. We're getting a closer look at the Turning Point now. She's a strong contender here and a popular 4-5 favorite at the moment. The Turning Point was first to the front Wednesday from an outside post. She got circled by Fancy Lettering in front of the grandstand and had a pocket ride to 3/4. She was caught in last behind the tiring Fancy Lettering on the last turn and tipped wide late to close for place. That's 5. The Turning Point. Number 3, Tamara Hanover has a claim entered. She's 2-1 right now. She got away last in a 4-mare field last Wednesday. She was second over with a move from last on the backstretch and swung 3 wide at the top of the stretch. She had a going-away win for Guy Gagnon, and that's significant because he is now driving number 1 Beach Journey. Now, he shares ownership on Beach Journey and trains her, so that's a mandatory thing that he's also taking her as his mare to drive here. Number 1 Beach Journey, my top choice, 5-2 now. She's making her first start since May 28th when she left hard to briefly park Dial Me Up on the first turn. She was under first over pressure from Gimme a Corona along the backstretch and fought gamely to maintain the lead into deep stretch. She was third in a blanket finish. Again, this is her first start since May 28th. I think Guy Gagnon will have her ready, though. Glenn Pearson has the Turning Point on top. Both of us like Tamara Hanover. 4-5 favorite now in the place spot. The other player in both of our tickets is number 4, Gimme a Corona. She started up first over from third at the half on Wednesday, matching strides with leader Fancy Lettering nearing 3/4. She was overtaken in the stretch, however. 4-1 right now. Gimme a Corona. Another reminder that on-track dining options on race nights are going to change after this evening. Mr. Lucky's has its last evening of regular service tonight before it's closing down to allow for changes in the casino, some construction going on, so there won't be access to Mr. Lucky's. We'll have news when it's available on reopening, but enjoy it while you can tonight if you're on track. Mr. Lucky's, the best views and some wonderful food. Cafe Italiano, also a bittersweet farewell. Cafe Italiano has permanently closed, but there were some wonderful options, new restaurants in the Hard Rock Casino and Hotel Ottawa. Grand opening coming up July 3rd. Be there. The mares are now lining up for race 7. This is your last chance to play the pick 3 tonight at Rideau Carleton. 1 is Beach Journey for Guy Gagnon. 2, Wildcat Lisa, Robert Shepard. 3, Tamara Hanover, Pascal Berube. 4, Gimme a Corona, Stéphane Pouliot. And on the outside, number 5, The Turning Point for Marie-Claude O'Shea. They're on the turn. Beach Journey slightly behind the others as the starting gate turns on to the backstretch. They're all in line. They're off and pacing and sprinting out Wildcat Lisa, shadowed by Beach Journey on the inside. That's Wildcat Lisa getting stretched out, trying to make front for Robert Shepard, and she succeeds. That puts Beach Journey second, and then it's a gap of 3 lengths back to Tamara Hanover third. Following her from fourth is Gimme a Corona, and at the back of this compact group, the Turning Point trails. They're headed single file to the opening quarter, led by Wildcat Lisa getting there in 28 seconds flat. Next closest, Beach Journey, just over a length back in second. A couple of lengths now back behind her in third. That's Tamara Hanover gapping. Then Gimme a Corona, and trailing this field, the Turning Point, as they turn towards the second turn. Still led by Wildcat Lisa, looking strong on the front end and approaching the halfway point unchallenged, but shadowed closely by the pocket sitting Beach Journey. 57-2 at the half, and continuing to maintain her lead. Wildcat Lisa just a length ahead of Beach Journey now, and first over from third. Here comes Tamara Hanover, fourth on the inside, but no racing room. Gimme a Corona, second over from the back of the field. The Turning Point getting her marching orders from Marie-Claude Auger. They head to three quarters and still leading Wildcat Lisa, 1:25.4. The clocking to that point. First over and gaining ground on the outside into second. Tamara Hanover is gearing up for the stretch drive, also looking for room on the inside. Beach Journey should have something for the final stages here. And three wide, that's the Turning Point. Turning it on, Tamara Hanover has made front, and she's going to power to Pascal Berrube's third driving win of the card. Second, the Turning Point, up for show. That looked like Gimme a Corona, 1:54.1. This was a competitive group of mares, quite evenly matched, and Wildcat Lisa was the class climber, really. She set the pace, and Tamara Hanover was able to take her down late, getting that win over the Turning Point, who closed for place. Tamara Hanover, her 8th win of the season, 1:54.1. The unofficial top 4 order of finish is now displayed for race 7. Going off as 4-5 favorite, number 3, Tamara Hanover, victorious for Pascal Berube. Over 5, the Turning Point, second. 4, Gimme a Corona, third. And 2, Wildcat Lisa holding on for fourth. 3, 5, 4, 2, the unofficial top 4 order of finish. Please hold all tickets. A good night at the office for Pascal Berube, winning with Madame Panic earlier in the card. Also getting the upset in race 2 with Smiling Billy the Kid. Back in the winner's circle again here and waving. Tamara Hanover, a strong win in race 7. The 4-year-old bay mare by Art Speak out of Transfer Hanover was owned by Sylvain Cote of Joliette, with Michel Legacy of Terrebonne, Quebec. Sylvain Cote training. Tamara Hanover, of course, bred by Hanover Shoe Farms Incorporated, Hanover, Pennsylvania. And Pascal Berube, the drummer, his third of the card in win number 8 of the year for Tamara Hanover, 1:54.1. Race 7 results are now official. Prices are posted for race 7. Number 3, Tamara Hanover, pays $3.60 to win. The 3-5 exactor returns $9.10 for the $2 ticket. The $1 pick 4, 3373, 4 of 4, pays $27.65. The $1 triactor 354 combination pays $9.35. That's a $1 ticket, and it's $17.70 for the $1 superfecta 3542. The race 7 rundown is now displayed. Number 1, Beach Journey, was 5th. 2, Wildcat Lisa, 4th. 4 to 5 favorite. Number 3, Tamara Hanover, the race winner for Pascal Berube. 4, Gimme a Corona, was 3rd. And 5, The Turning Point, 2nd. From the top down, your program should read 5, 4, 1, 3, 2. The fractions, 28 flat to the quarter, 57 and 2 at the half, 125 and 4 at 3/4, 154 and 1 the winning mile for Tamara Hanover. Tamara Hanover was claimed and will move on to new owners, Jamie Copley, Kimberly Eaton, both of Ontario, and the Max Webster stable of Nova Scotia, to be trained by Mandy Archer. Tamara Hanover was claimed for a price of $18,750. Race 8 is coming up next. We only have 9 races tonight, so make it count. Race 8 has exactor, triactor, superfecta, and late daily double wagering. No changes in race 8. Scratch the 7 newscaster. In race 9, there is no also eligible. We're looking at track handicapper selections for race 8. Glenn Pearson and I see it a little differently. He's got the 2 on top here. Flash Cube for Guy Gagnon, trainer-driver. This horse has some back class to him. This season, though, he's 1 for 18, and that one win was at Flamborough Downs. I like the 5, May Lose Control, a recent addition to the Mandy Archer stable. Robert Shepard staying loyal to this 2-time winner from 10 seasonal starts. He actually took a new lifetime mark here 3 starts back on June 11th, so I like his chances, even at this level, as he's moved up the class ladder. Both of us have the 3 thrilling times in the place spot. The Karen Kroger trainee back in line to Pascal Berube, who has the hot hands here tonight with 3 driving wins, more than anyone else. We both like the 6 Monty's Gone Marble for John McMillan and Marie-Claude Auger in the show spot. He's up in class here after an off-the-pace victory for the returning Marie-Claude Auger on June 18th. Glenn completes his superfecta with the 1 Springbridge Gym. Andrew Moore driving and training, as Robert Shepard has opted for the 5, May Lose Control, the current 4-5 favorite and my top choice. I'm going to give the 4 another chance here. Hestinator, he broke and had broken equipment as well on May 25th. He was 5th as beaten favorite for Robert Shepard. Picks up catch driver Ryan Guy here. And he's making his second start for Marc-Andre Simoneau. That's a 4 Hestinator. 16-1 right now. For those looking ahead, starting on Sunday here at Rideau, we'll have barbecue available on the Sunday race nights with burgers and platters and other options. You'll have to check it out, but I've caught the scent of barbecue coming upstairs here to the booth, and I have to say it smells really good. So hope you can enjoy that and say farewell tonight to Mr. Lucky's, the Grandstand Restaurant, taking a break due to the casino renovations. Stay tuned for updates in the future about Mr. Lucky's. Also an update, Tammy Forgey's on track Saturday night handicapping contest. This Saturday night, June 28th, has a jackpot of $1,800. You must be on track to play, but it's free, and you must be on track to collect your winnings. The Race 8 Pacers are on track for post-parade. They are non-winners of $900 per start in their last 10 or in 2025. Non-winners of a race in their last 10 are allowed $100. The purse, $7,800. Leading the post-parade, number 1, Springbridge Gym. Owned by trainer-driver Andrew Moore of Osgood, Ontario, who shares ownership with Tommy Godfrey of Charlottetown, PEI. The current 4-5 favorite and Glenn Pearson's top selection is number 2, Flash Cube, owned by Yvon Mondu of Morin Heights, Quebec. Trained and driven by Guy Gagnon. 3 is Thrilling Times, owned by Gilles Plourde, along with trainer Karen Kroger, both of Chelsea, Quebec. Pascal Berube drives. 4 is Hestinator, owned by Desjardins Noro Stable, with trainer Marc-Andre Simoneau and Jean Fontaine, all of Quebec. Ryan Guy drives. 5 is May Lose Control, owned by Jamie Copley of Kenmore, Ontario, with Kimberly Eaton of Brockville, Ontario. Trained by Mandy Archer. Robert Shepard is in the sulky. 6 is Monty's Gone Marble, owned by Jeff and April Murphy of Iroquois, Ontario. Trained by John McMillan. Marie-Claude Auger drives. And completing the field from post 7, I'm a Dude, owned by a numbered Quebec corporation of Gloucester, Ontario, trained and driven by Stéphane Pouliot. That's your field of 7 for race 8. No changes. Exactor, Triactor, Superfecta, and late daily double wagering on offer. And if you are playing that late double, I'll say it again, the 7 Newscaster is scratched in race 9. We're getting a closer look at Glenn Pearson's top selection. Number 2, Flash Cube, a 7-time winner last season. He does have a good record at Rideau Carleton. He's gotten close in some recent starts here. Back-to-back place finishes, June 1st and 8th. But he ended up 5th after an overland trip on June 15th. He was in against some tough horses there like Shotgun Jerry and Love My Rockin' Bird, who are not a part of this field. He's the 8-5 favorite right now. The betting public seems to have chosen my top pick here as the favorite at this point. Number 5, May Lose Control. 7-5 favorite now. He took back to last off the gate on a Wednesday class jump and had a second over move from last near 3/4. He was 3 wide for the stretch drive, gaining ground outside of winner Captain of Rock and Roll to the wire. He was second at odds of 9-1 in the fastest beaten mile of his career, 1:51.4. And he looks like Robert Shepard's choice over the 1 here, Springbridge Jim. Another to consider, 2-1 on the 3, Thrilling Times, getting post and class relief and reunited with Pascal Berube aboard for his May 18th win here at a lower classification. The starter has called the field for race 8. This is your last chance to play the late daily double. The Pacers are lining up. 1 is Springbridge Jim, Andrew Moore. 2, Flash Cube, Guy Gagnon. 3, Thrilling Times, Pascal Berube. 4, Hestinator, Ryan Guy. 5, May Lose Control, Robert Shepard. 6, Monty's Gone Marble, Marie-Claude O'Shea. And on the outside, 7, I'm a Dude, Stéphane Pouliot. They're on the turn. Springbridge Jim and Hestinator a little slow joining the others. Starting gate is on the backstretch and they've found position now behind the gate. They're quickly approaching the start. They're off and pacing, matching strides off the gate. Flash Cube and Thrilling Times battling early. And also Springbridge Jim using rail advantage to his advantage. He's going to take back to 3rd, but he's giving the parking ticket to Thrilling Times right now as Flash Cube opens up by 3 on the front end. Springbridge Jim moving up into 2nd and taking back to sit 3rd along the pylons now. Thrilling Times. They headed to the opening quarter in a sharp 27-1, and that's Flash Cube powering down the stretch the first time and keeping just over a length ahead of Springbridge Jim. Following from 3rd, Thrilling Times. 4th, May Lose Control. 5th is Monty's Gone Marble. 6th, I'm a Dude, and trailing Hestinator. They're single file headed into the second turn, and up front it's Flash Cube and Guy Gagnon controlling the pace. And and headed to the half. Flat in the bike nearly. He reaches that point in 56 and 4, shadowed by Springbridge Jim. Here's a first over move now. Robert Shepard is sending. May lose control. First over into third. Fourth on the inside. Thrilling times. Second over in fifth and gaining. That's Monty's Gone Marble. Caught in second last. I'm a Dude. And trailing third over behind the retreating cover of Monty's Gone Marble. Hestinator. 124 and 3 to 3/4, trying to see this through on the front end. Flash Cube, but coming after him, sitting second now. That is May Lose Control as Springbridge Jim has dropped back. It's Flash Cube under first over. Pressure. May Lose Control up to the sulky wheel and chasing him to the wire. Head to head. May Lose Control versus Flash Cube. Flash Cube is going to get the win by a neck over May Lose Control. Monty's Gone Marble, third ahead of Thrilling Times, 153 and 1. It was a 2-horse race to the wire in race 8, and Flash Cube got the perfect front end trip for Guy Gagnon, leading to his first Rideau victory this season. He was able to hold off May Lose Control by a neck in this 153 and 1 seasonal best. The unofficial top 4 order of finish is now posted for race 8 at odds of 3 to 2. Number 2, Flash Cube, gets his second win of the year over beaten even money favorite. Number 5, May Lose Control, second by a neck. 6, Monty's Gone Marble, closed for show at odds of 23 to 1. And then 3, Thrilling Times completes the superfecta. From the top down, the unofficial top 4 order of finish, 2, 5, 6, 3. Please hold all tickets. Now walking back to the Rideau Carleton winner's circle. After his first Rideau Carleton win of the season, unofficial race 8 winner, number 2, Flash Cube, a 7-year-old bay gelding by Sports Rider out of Fancy a Dream, owned by Yvon Mondu, Morin Heights, Quebec, bred by David Keys and Julie Keys of Millgrove, Ontario, trained and driven to victory by Guy Gagnon. Results are now official for race 8. Congratulations, Flash Cube and Guy Gagnon. Hello to Sam and Sylvie in the winner's circle. Prices are now posted for race 8 Number 2, Flash Cube, pays $5 to win. The $2 exactor, 2.5, pays $12.70. It's $32.40 for the $1 Triactor, $2.56, and $70.15 for the $1 Superfecta ticket, $2.563. The Race 8 rundown is now on screen. Number 1, Springbridge Gym was 7th. 2, Flash Cube, the race winner for Guy Gagnon. 3, Thrilling Times was 4th. 4, Hestinator, 5th. 5, May Lose Control, 2nd. 6, Monty's Gone Marble, 3rd. And 7, I'm a Dude, 6th. From the top down, your program should read 7-1-4-5-2-3-6. The fractions were 27-1 to the quarter, 56-4 at the half, 124-3 at 3/4, 153-1, a seasonal best for Flash Cube. Race 9 is coming up. It's our last of the card. Thanks again to all the horse players and fans joining us tonight. Just one change in race 9. Scratch the 7, newscaster, a judge's scratch weather. There's Triactor, Exactor, and High Five wagering. Glenn Pearson going with the current 1-9 favorite Lady for $1 on top of his ticket. This one getting a bit of class relief here, more than a bit, I would say, for trainer John McMillan and driver Marie-Claude Auger, a 4-time winner this season, 1-5 right now. Glenn has number 4, Probert's Legacy, in the place spot. That one coming back from Hippodrome 3R. He's using the 3, Best Girl in Town, 3rd in his ticket. Then going to 5, Stardog, who was a weather scratch on Sunday and has been 3rd for 3 starts in a row. Glenn completes his High Five ticket with number 1, Bad Apple, for Benoit Hubert and William Waugh. That one hitting the board in half of his 12 starts this season. I see it a little differently. I'm going to the 2, Edam Sports Baby. Unexpectedly 7-2. I thought this one might be more of a price here. Trained by Denis Audette and Robert Shepard driving. He's a free-legged 8-time winner last season, making his first Rideau appearance of the year. And his last win was 3 starts back for Robert Shepard. I think even on a bit of a class jump, he's a player here. Going with the 6, Lady for Dollar in the place spot. A 3, Best Girl in Town, 14-1 on her. I'd be inclined to consider her a potential winner. She's 0 for 11, but look at who she's been in against. Then I'm going to the 1, Bad Apple, 4th, and completing my ticket with the 5, Star Dog, for a high 5 in race 9. Who do you like? The horses are coming towards the track now for the Robbie D'Alessandro Pace. Just a reminder, looking ahead to August, Sunday, August 24th, Ontario Sire Stakes 3-year-old pacing fillies come to the nation's capital with gold and grassroots divisions. August 24th, mark it on your calendar. And August 10th, the Bill Galvin Racing Alliance will be here for Family Day with their virtual reality harness racing goggles, so you can experience what it's like to drive in a race. Here comes the post parade for race 9. These pacers are non-winners of $200 per start in their last 10 or a race in 2024-2025. Also eligible, $8,500 claimers for non-winners of $2,000 in their last 5 starts or a race this year. Allowances for fillies and mares, the purse is $5,200. Leading the post parade, number 1, Bad Apple, owned by Leah Rose Laverne of Papineauville, Quebec. Trained by Benoit Hébert, William Waugh drives. 2 is the free-legged Edam Sports Baby, owned and trained by Denis Audette of Portneuf, Quebec. Robert Shepard drives. 3 is Best Girl in Town, owned by Melanie Plourde of Gloucester, Ontario, who also trains. Stéphane Pouliot is in the bike. 4 is Probert's Legacy, owned and trained by Marc-André Simoneau of Trois-Rivières, Quebec. Pascal Berube drives. 5 is Star Dog, owned, trained, and driven by Ryan Guy of South Mountain, Ontario. The current 1-2 favorite is number 6, Lady for Dollar, owned and trained by John McMillan of Odessa, Ontario, driven by Marie-Claude Auger. 7, Newscaster is a Judge's Scratch Weather. Completing the field from post 8, Putty Cat, owned, trained, and driven by Luc Loyer of Gatineau, Quebec. That's your field, scratched down to 7 in upcoming race 9. It's our last of the night with exactor, triactor, and high 5 wagering. Getting a closer look at number 6, Lady for Dollar, 3-5 favorite for Marie-Claude Auger and John McMillan. Lady for Dollar was a horse who did well at the start of the year for John McMillan here. Got claimed and then got claimed back. So we're happy to see Lady for Dollar back here. Some class relief in race 9. This horse pocketed up behind front-end winner Dylan's Bank on Sunday for Marie-Claude Auger. Dropped back to second last in the stretch, but paced his fastest individual mile this season, 1:53 and 2. Lady for Dollar making the quick turnaround And as mentioned, this horse had a 3-race win streak for Marie-Claude Auger from March 23rd through April 23rd of this season, plus another win and place finish together before the May 4th claim. My top choice is the free-legged, number 2, Edam Sports Baby, Post Relief. He took back to last Sunday at Hippodrome 3R with trainer Denis Audette in the sulky. He was third over from last on the backstretch and 3 wide on the final turn behind a breakaway top 3. Interestingly, Edam Sports Baby crushed from off the pace at a higher Rideau classification in his debut for Robert Shepherd last year on August 18th. They wired together here on December 8th. And had an off-the-pace win at Hippodrome 3R together on June 13th of this year. He's up in class, 7-2 right now from Post 2, Edam Sports Baby. The 3 best girl in town is 10-1. She's got some steep class relief here, the steepest she's had so far this year. She got away single file third behind leader Pizzazz Hanover June 15th. Tipped second over, approaching the half to chase the cover of the first up, My Midnight Lover. Best girl in town had a 3 wide move as that rival stalled at 3/4, and she closed for 4th. Best girl in town had a 3-race Rideau win streak, June 20th through July 4th of last year. Still time to wager. Exactor, Triactor, Superfecta, and oops, that's race 8. Exactor, Triactor, and High Five in race 9. Starter has called the field. 7 pacers going behind the gate for our last of the night. Thanks again to all the horse players who joined us, and hope you can come back on Sunday. They're lining up now. 1 is Bad Apple, William Waugh. 2, Edam Sports Baby, Robert Shepherd. 3, Best Girl in Town, Stéphane Pouliot. 4, Probert's Legacy, Pascal Berube. 5, Stardog, Ryan Guy. 6, Lady for Dollar, Marie-Claude Auger. 7, Newscaster is scratched, and on the outside, 8, Putty Cat, Luc Loyer. They're coming off the turn onto the Rideau backstretch and approaching the start for race 9. Bad Apple moving into position. They're lined up. They're off and pacing. Putty Cat drops back to last. Bad Apple is leaving for William Waugh on the outside. Edam Sports Baby is going to backpedal to sit 4th. Here's Lady for Dollar and Marie-Claude Auger coming first over and clearing to the lead. That puts Bad Apple into the pocket and leaves Stardog advancing uncovered in 3rd. Shadowing them from 4th along the pylons. Edam's Sports Baby to the opening quarter reached in 26 and 3, a quick pace, and Lady for Dollar leading the way past the grandstand the first time. That's Bad Apple, a length and a half back in 2nd, followed by Stardog in 4th. Edam Sports Baby, 5th from first over. That's Probert's Legacy flushing out Edam Sports Baby now, following the cover 3rd over from last. Putty Cat, and caught in 2nd last with nowhere to go. That's Best Girl in Town getting the shuffle to last by the half. Reached in 56 and 3 by the freewheeling Lady for Dollar, a 30-second panel breather as Lady for Dollar continues to control the pace on the backstretch under first over pressure now from Edam Sports Baby up to the sulky wheel, but no further yet. Third on the inside, Bad Apple, and second over from fourth, that's Probert's Legacy. Fifth, and now moving up, trying to get involved there, lacking racing room. Stardog, they passed 3/4 in 1:25 and 2. And still on the lead by a couple of lengths. It looks good for Lady for Dollar, powering home here for Marie-Claude Auger. Battle on for place. Bad Apple is fighting off and advancing. Stardog, it's going to be Lady for Dollar over Bad Apple, Stardog, and Probert's Legacy, 154 flat. The public gets it right again, and John McMillan got it right, claiming Lady for Dollar back again on June 15th. Going away winner here for Marie-Claude Auger. That's a 5th win this season for Lady for Dollar. A battle on for place, but Bad Apple looked to hold off Stardog in this 154 flat mile. The unofficial top 5 order of finish is now posted for race 9. 8-5 favorite. Number 6, Lady for Dollar, victorious again for Marie-Claude Auger over the 14-1. Number 1, Bad Apple, second. 5, Stardog, close for show. 4, Probert's Legacy was fourth. And 8, Putty Cat at 17-1 completes the high 5. 6, 1, 5, 4, 8. The unofficial top 5 order of finish in race 9. Please hold all tickets. Now back in the Rideau Carleton Winners Circle. Once again, unofficial race 9 winner, number 6, Lady for Dollar, a 9-year-old bay gelding, by for a few dollars more out of Ladyford Ideal. Owned and trained by John McMillan, Odessa, Ontario, bred by James Stewart of Kendal, Cumbria, England. That's Marie-Claude Auger's first driving win tonight. Win number 5 of the season and equaling his seasonal best 154 flat. Ladyford Dollar. Congratulations. Race 9 results are now official. Prices are now posted for race 9, where number 6, Lady for Dollar, pays $5.20 to win. The $2 exactor, $38 and change for the 6-1 $2 ticket. The $1 late pick 3, 3-2-6, 3 of 3, pays $30.85 for the $1 ticket. The 20-cent pick 4 here, 4 of 4, $18.75 if you had it. 7-3-2-6, the 4 of 4, pick 4. 5 of 5, we'll get back to in the pick 5. The 20-cent super high 5 in the meantime, 20 cent, $99.54 for the 6-1-5-4-8 winning combination. The late double $2 ticket, 2-6, returns $25.80, $53.30 for the $1 615 Triactor. And that $1 pick 4 of 4, $93.75 for the 7326 ticket. The race 9 rundown is now displayed. 1, Bad Apple finished second. 2, Edam Sports Baby ended up 7th. 3, Best Girl in Town was 6th. 4, Probert's Legacy 4th. 5, Stardog was 3rd. 8 to 5 favorite. Number 6, Lady for Dollar, a winner for Marie-Claude Auger. 7, Newscaster was a weather scratch. 8, Putty Cat was 5th. From the top down, your program should read 2, 7, 6, 4, 3, 1, scratch 5. The fractions, 26 and 3 to the opening quarter, 56 and 3 at the half, 125 and 2 at 3/4, 154 flat, the winning mile, equaling his seasonal mark, Ladyford Dollar. And that concludes tonight's card. Thanks to everyone who joined us in person at the OTB or online tonight, contributing to a total handle of $112,485 on the 9 live races. Thank you for supporting live racing in the nation's capital. We'll be back again with more harness racing on Sunday, June 29th, 6:30 p.m. post time. And don't forget the handicapping contest, free to play Saturday night, June 28th, in the Trackside Simulcast Lounge with a jackpot of $1,800. We always appreciate the wagering support. And keep in mind, no Mr. Luckies after this evening. Barbecue starting Sunday. Have a great night and enjoy the rest of your week. I'm Melissa Keith, track announcer. Good night.